The biggest thing you've ever made?
The biggest thing I've ever made? Probably Deez Nutz.
When Jimmy told me about Deez Nutz, I knew it was gonna be huge.
When Jimmy first told me about Deez Nutz, I thought he was crazy.
I love Deez Nutz.
Same.
I keep a pair on me at all times.
Deez Nutz taste so good.
It's like this amazing peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Nut that.
That's good nuts.
You have to try Deez Nutz. Go to Feastables.com right now if you want some nuts in your mouth.
These nuts.
G'day guys, what's cracking? To Aussie here again. So have you heard the news? Mr. Beast Feastable chocolates are here in Oz and they're available at Woolworths. So I just popped into my local Woolworths and grabbed these two guys. Deez Nutz, you'll love to hear it, and the Crunch Bar. Now I am keen to try the Crunch because it's got Rice Crisps and whatnot in it. My favourite type of chocolate, like when you buy these crunchy bars with the Rice Crisps. I'm totally looking forward to that, but you know I had to get these nuts. There's so many puns and all sorts of things you can say about this. So folks, we'll start off with these nuts. So before I whack these nuts in my gob, please know there's about 5 chocolate bars in this range from Mr. Beast. If you don't know who Mr. Beast is, he's one of the biggest YouTubers. He might be the biggest on YouTube, and he had some burgers going a while ago and he's still got that going. And he's gone into the chocolate business, been doing it for a while now. But like I said, now available in Oz. Now this guy was $4. I think it's 60 grams. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a rort, 60 grams, and it's very thin, not as thick as some. So folks, I'm going to open this up, check it out, see what all the hype's about. And there is a little bit of hype around this stuff. Let's take the whole thing out. Check it right out. See the pretty little patterns on it. Devour, share, devour these nuts. Doesn't say it there. Let's break a bit off and check it out. Now I thought it'd be full of nuts, but I think it's actually a chocolate peanut. It smells very chocolatey. So anywho, without further ado, boo-boo, it's time to wrap the old laughing gear around these nuts. Supposed to be, I think, a peanut butter type of chocolate taste. I like it. It's very nice. Just going to whack it back in there. It's melting all over my fingers while I hold it in the wrapper. So, pretty decent chocolate. I do like it. Probably like a top tier type tasting chocolate. So that's a pretty decent chocolate, I'm not going to lie. So if you see this in the shop, get these nuts in your gob. You'll like it actually, it's quite good. Yeah, pretty decent. You will love to taste it. You'll love those. I'm not going to do any more Deez Nutz puns. There's a little thing at the end here full of puns that I saw someone do a little, it's not so much a children's story, but it's a muck around children's story type thing, but a bit about these nuts, but not these ones. Watch it till the end, guys, or scroll through and check it out. So that, I'm going to give it 3 stars out of 5 for value. Can't see much value there, but for taste, it's bloody good. It's very moreish. The more you have, the more you want. And I'm going in again. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars out of 5 for taste. It's a bloody winner. If you're willing to pay the price, give it a crack. Found it at Coles, like I said. But there's about 5 in the range, that size, and that one should be in that size too. So there's 2 different sizes, and this one's $2.50 for 35 grams. So again, a bit of a rort. I can actually feel those Rice Crisps on the back there. We'll hurry up and open that up. So there's about 5 in the range. I did want these nuts, of course, for the novelty reason, but it does actually taste pretty good too. The Crunch, I wanted it in a bigger size, but I'll take what I can get because I really do want to try this one. This one is the one I'm super juiced to try. So I don't eat chocolate very often. I do love it, but I don't buy them very often. So there it is. Once again, share, devour. And I will be devouring this one. It won't be hard at this size. But there's your Rice Crisps popping out at the back. Let's give it a red hot crack. Oh yeah, baby. Now, of course, because it's Mr. Beast, of course I'm going to do it, trying to get views and whatnot, but I'm not saying this because it's him. That's a pretty bloody decent chocolate as well. They're very rich, though, and very chocolatey. Probably why they cost so much, but, well, if a try, like I said, if you're willing to pay the price. That one, again, $2.50 for that. You can get it in a bigger size. They just didn't have it at this store I went to. Bigger size like that one, $4. This one, $2.50. Again, we'll give it 3 stars out of 5 for value, taste. 4.5 again. I love it. It's amazing. So if you like your chocolates, give them a try. You will like it. I can guarantee it. If you're a chocolate kind of person. So folks, well worth a try. Now I know what all the hype's about, and there has been a little bit around these things and these burgers. And I have seen something on Insta where they're trying to get people to do franchises here in Oz to do Mr. Beast burgers. So hopefully that'll happen and I'll get a chance to try them. But for now, these nuts, they weren't bad. I love that crunchy thing. They're both winners, and I reckon all 5 of them probably would be. So folks, I'm out of here. I've got to scoff the rest of this before it melts. Time to vamoose. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo. And stay fresh. And keep watching for a little story about these nuts. Sayonara.
Bedtime stories with Now. Today's story is Deez Big Nuts. Damn. Children, shut up. It is a story about Squirrel and his big fat nuts. Are you ready? Dee's big nuts. Dee was a squirrel who had big nuts. Isn't Dee cute? His nutsack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved his nuts. Sarah would go around the town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. How nice of Sarah. Isn't Sarah lovely? Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. Look, she's loving them. They were the biggest nuts she'd ever seen. Find a girl like Sarah. She would play with his nuts all day and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mum would... I have not read this. I am learning this with you. Sometimes her mum would join and they would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of Dee's nuts in her mouth at the same time. Let's go, Sarah! She would giggle. Her face would turn red and then his nuts would come flying out. Are you guys getting sleepy? One day, someone ran up to his nuts, started poking them. Hey, jerk, off my nuts, he said. Although Sarah loved Dee's nuts, she would sometimes kick them. Wow. Sarah, why would you kick the nuts? She once kicked them so hard, she busted a nut. For fuck's sake, Sarah. Sarah is abusive. Sarah went nuts. Dee was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts. One day, when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them, and his nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice, because all good squirrels know to play nice with big nuts. Live and learn. Sarah's learning. The end.